What's good, YouTube? Future22JS back at you with another video. I would like to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and TradeBlock at Future22JS. I'm coming at you guys with a different type of video today. I'm here to give you guys a straight informational video on how you could better manage your money for buying sneakers for 2024. Now, I have a small test that I tried out for myself last year. With me utilizing this test, I was still able to cop a decent amount of sneakers and keeping a strict agenda on my spending when it comes down to sneakers. But before I get into that, I would like to also tell you guys, check your boy out on the Too Tall Talks podcast. We're 4 episodes in right now, and we're literally about to record the 5th episode when I get done with this video. So I'm going to leave a link to the channel in the description section below. Make sure you guys check that out, and also give me feedback on that channel as well, whether you do it over there or whether you do it over here. All feedback and criticism is welcome. With that out the way, let's get into this test. You're going to need 3 things. You're going to need a calendar, you're going to need a calculator, and you're going to need discipline. Extra on the discipline. So first thing you have to do is to set yourself a budget. You can break down your budget in many different ways. Of course, everyone's income is different. Just to give you guys some numbers just to throw out there, if you want to set your budget to $4,200 a year, divide that by 12 months, that is $350 a month. $6,000 for the year, that's $500 throughout the course of a month. For the sake of the video, I'm going to set my budget at $4,200. In my opinion, that's probably the typical average that an active sneakerhead spends on shoes per month. Vast majority of people don't have a lot of income like that. They have to pick and choose on what they spend their money on. You have your grand total set for $4,200. Jot down every single sneaker that you bought. If you come home with a bag, don't sit it down, go straight to your calendar so that you can remember. So out of the $350 that you set for January, let's just say you only spent $200 of it on a sneaker because it's only one sneaker that you want. You have $150 left to spend throughout the course of that month. Let's just say you don't spend that $150. You could take that $150 towards your February budget, which means that now instead of $350 you can spend in February, you now have $500 that you can spend in February. You probably only copped a dunk or something. Like, let's just say you copped 2 pair of dunks. They're $125 after tax. There's $130. So what, $260? You spend $260 on 2 pair of shoes. Subtract that from $500. So that's $240. You got $240 left in February. And guess what? Bread Reimagines drop. You're going to be able to cop with you sticking by your budget, with you already accumulating 3 pair of shoes already. You see how that's working? If you stay consistent throughout the course of the year, I guarantee you guys it'll be amazing on how much money you will be able to save. Another factor. So let's just say, for instance, you hit on a raffle, sneakers draw, or a random raffle of some sort. You have to take that into factor too. So there may be times where you might exceed your budget and you gonna mess around and you hit that one random sneakers draw, and now you done cop 3 shoes for that month and you done went over your budget. So when you go over that budget, you can do one or 2 things depending on the shoe that you get. If you're copping that shoe to resell it, you can pop it off and you can add that to your budget for the month, or you can subtract that from your next month's budget to make sure you still stay along the guidelines of your budget. With you accumulating it to your budget, you have to also take into factor that you might actually cop a L on a sneaker. So if you want to pay resale on a shoe, and the resale on it is $700-800, you can utilize 2 of your months to make that purchase. If you set out to make that purchase anyway, there's a great chance that you're going to take the shoes that you have already purchased to sell or trade towards that sneaker. Now, I know it's a lot of guys that just hate spending that money. Like, they just hate spending their own money for the shoe. But realistically speaking, if you really want it as bad as you say that you do, just go on and break the bread for it. I mean, it's not like you haven't been budgeting for it anyway. You deserve it, right? There's endless possibilities that you can have with this, guys. Just make sure you be careful. You will be amazed on how many doors can open for you if you just manage to maintain and stay disciplined with anything that you do. Your spending, your work, your content creating, anything. If you stay consistent with it, you definitely will be able to flourish from it. This is what happened with me last month. See, the only two shoes that I set out to get, honestly, just the Gratitudes and the Craft One High OGs. Those were the only two shoes that I wanted in December to begin with. I later went to Gasso Chicago and got the Red Panda Dunks, and I got the April Skateboard SPs. But with me hitting that extra Mac Attack, it abused my budget, and I had to sit the Air Jordan 1 High OG Crafts out. If I hadn't hit on the Mac Attacks, I would have definitely have gotten the Craft High OGs for retail, but I wasn't able to do so because I hit on the Mac Attack. If I'm going to get the Crafts, in which I intended on doing anyway, I'm going to have to get it this month and take it out of this month's budget. I'm telling you guys, this is the best way to help yourself take care of your responsibilities, your kids, your car, your house, your lizard, whatever the case may be. Keep those prioritized while satisfying your pleasure of buying sneakers. By the end of the year, if you have exceeded your budget, you can pop a shoe off that you bought earlier in the year and still add that to your budget as well. We're sneakerheads, we have to be real with ourselves. For some shoes that you buy in March don't look the same in November. You want to do that, you can do that as well. And you'll be more satisfied with your collection at the end of the year because you're not going to be so bombarded with sneakers. If you got the money to cop any shoe that you want to cop, whenever you want to cop, hey bro, or sis, more blessings to you. But to those that have to have more micromanagement when it comes down to their expenses, I hope that this video helped you guys. If you guys enjoyed the information, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's have us a good, safe sneaker year. I hope everybody get every shoe that they want for retail. And once again, make sure you guys check me out on my Too Tall Talks podcast. I'm not as PG-13 on there as I am on here, because I know a lot of kids try to watch my channel when it comes down to shoes and whatnot, or a lot of teenagers. So I try to keep it a little clean for you guys on here. But over on there, it's an entirely different story. So parental discretion is advised. My name is Future22JS, and always know that there's no ceiling to your inner potential. This was my video on how I saved purchasing sneakers for all of 2023. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. Be sure to dream with your eyes open, and always remember that your fear ends when your faith begins. Peace.